Hey, second graders. I hope you guys are having a great day. Happy Tuesday. It was so good to see you guys yesterday on our Zoom meeting, and I hope your day is off to a good start. If it's the morning or it's been great so far, if you're on here in the afternoon, just thank you for getting on here and being so responsible. For today, we do have reading, writing, math, and science. For reading today, you have a few options, but what I really want you to do is get on here and read My Places. This is a poetry book about different places that you guys will probably connect with. So there's my room. I'm sure we all have a room, whether we share it or not. We have my house, my neighborhood, and it goes on and on and on. If you're reading this story and it's feeling kind of tricky, I would see if mom or dad or maybe an older brother or sister could read through this with you. Not read it to you, but maybe. And then when you're finished, your choice as kids up. We are going to do fiction writing we did in grade over Force in Motion. Today we get to talk about places. So some place. We've all been somewhere, whether it's our own room, whether it's our house, station you've been to, or a city you think you're the expert on. All about that place today. Maybe take your notebook, write the place you down 3 or 4 facts. If you write down a place, think of 3 facts. I would say pick a different. So time and do that. Have made your list. You can go into write a nonfiction. Probably a half a page in your notebook would be good. Although the more skills you can add, learn a piece, the better. So go ahead. You're going to do that. And when you can pick a print or cursive. So go ahead and pause this video. Go to slide 4. Have the directions and get started. I can't wait for you to teach about one of the places you've. All right, welcome back to Math, second grade. Today we are going to be talking about fractions. The opening of this video first, and it's going to be all about halves, thirds, and fourths. And you can look at this picture here and you can actually drag the corner nice and big, because one of the most fractions, they are equal means they're the same size. If you see a shape that are drawn and not equal, or maybe a few parts are a lot smaller or bigger, and these are not fractions. They're pieces, but not equal pieces. Oopsie, sorry. So that means when we are doing fractions and we're drawing fractions and we're separating shapes, we do need to do them in equal pieces. So if you're doing the activity, you're going to create 3 columns in your notebook. So columns, remember, go up and down. So draw 2 lines down your page. And at the top of one of the columns, you're going to draw a circle, and then a square in the second column, and a rectangle in the third. And under each one, you're going to draw the shapes 3 more times. So you'll have the heading one, and then you'll draw 3 more. So in each column, you'll have rectangles, 3 squares. And then you're going to divide the shapes into 2 equal pieces and 4 equal pieces. Remember, equal pieces must take up this draw. If you try to do half and draw it too far to wide, one spot smaller, do that and go ahead and fix it. And this is kind of explained, so if this is feeling hard, you can go ask mom because they can help show this, whereas I can't. So if you're trying to do this, you watch the video and it's go and ask for some help. Or actually, before you do that, look on this page, you can open up the work map. If you're not doing that today, you can split into halves. So again, you're doing a circle, a square, rectangle, and you're splitting it into pieces. Now, if you're doing your work map, these are the different ways that you can split into halves. There's lots of different ways. Even up here, there's a few examples. About they have to be equal, so this is an example, this is an example, and this is not to use those. And then down here, you are going to what part of shape equal share is. So one of these is of, and then so forth. On the in practice, if this part's feeling tricky to put in the blank, mom and dad say not to worry about it. Then the big rock I want you to focus on is split shapes into pieces. And you're able to know that it's third or halves, okay? So again, kind of tricky, work with mom and dad and just try your very best. And when if you're feeling like it's still a little hard, you can get on to fraction splat, which is extra practice. But if you finish your good, you can go on to fancy practice. If you'd like, you can get on to fractions. Just complete whatever activity you're going to complete, and then I'll meet you back here for science. All right, so welcome back for science. We are still talking about properties of materials. You are going to be listening or reading 3 Little Pigs with the story. Today you're thinking about materials that pigs pick. One, that pig raw. Listening or you're thinking through the properties of sea. It's soft, it's slow, through material you have picked 3 Little Pigs. So go ahead and that and think about as you're listening or reading back here for your challenge. All right, challenge today is that you have to make a shelter family that will keep you safe. And the materials we'll use to create your shelter, properties will the materials have them. So when you're thinking of thinking through what's going to be really, so when you open up this or you paper out, you are going to draw materials you're going to need. So that way you can list it down here. And then whatever list you have, maybe 3 materials, you're going to list them down here to list the properties next to material. So I'm not going to pick straw, but if I did list it up here, I had properties: soft, flexible, bendy, yellow, rough. And then you're going to do that for each of your properties and think through, did I pick the best? I think you could have some that were better. And that's it for day 22. On Google Classroom, which if you're listening to this, you are, to turn in your math work for today, picture of your fraction work. And that you guys did so great yesterday on our Zoom. I love all of your cool things and your cool. I just hope you have the best Tuesday, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow.